Frankie, have you ever heard of a man called Chef Karlin? Well, you're gonna meet him today on BoxMac. Three Macs here. Three Macs. Branded with a gentleman's name called Chef Karlin.
How do you know it's a man?
Karlin is generally a male name, and the small icon has a mustache. The point is...
It's a dude.
We got some Macs, dollar store class Macs. So these are dollar store deluxes, which means they're $1 a box, but they're a smaller box than you'd normally get. This is an 8-ounce box as opposed to a 12 or a 14-ounce box.
We know. Look, I think we even predicted on our unboxing that these might be Loretta clones.
Yes.
If that's true, we're screwed.
As I've said before, I do really like the sizing of these boxes. I think it's a perfect portion.
You think that deluxes are sometimes a little too big?
Yeah, it is too big.
Yeah, but isn't it so fun to find a bowl that's big enough to fit the entire pot?
This is all Fatman talk.
Put it
I acknowledge and I understand that, yes, it is very pleasing. That's why I have the bowls that I do, these kind of ridiculously large.
Don't you like looking at your bowl of mac, staring it down and realizing this is more than enough?
This is mine.
Have you ever eaten an entire box of Cracker Barrel and gone, damn, I wish there was more? Because I definitely have.
I've been trying to eat less, trying to be a little better. I don't even actually cook Cracker Barrel anymore because it's too big for me for a single meal. But I had in the past, and what I would sometimes do, so I'd cook 2 hot dogs and have it after the Cracker Barrel.
2 hot dogs? Would you put them in buns or are you just cutting them up?
Just cutting them up. Like I'd have half the Cracker Barrel left, and I'm like, I know that sounds utterly ridiculous.
This sounds like an intervention talk.
Like 1,400 calories already we're talking about, never mind the dogs. The point is, I'm not doing that now, and we're having 8-ounce boxes of Mac.
Is that the point?
Yes, sure. This is like Easy Mac, but it's sold in a single sachet, kind of ready to go.
Sachet.
I'm gonna get one of my infamous bowls. I suspect these were all the same price, that they were all like $1. Really tiny tenderoni noodle.
So Karlin Foods is a private label food manufacturer. You name it, Karlin Foods brings it to the table.
All right.
So they're like an all-purpose, like, private food manufacturer. Karlin Foods produces store brands, and through our premier Chef Karlin line, Packer label items in over 50 categories. We're proud to point to our national clients. They count on us for the safest, highest quality, most delicious food products for the world-class service and unmatched value we bring to the store brand world. Their niche is like, we're here for you store brands.
And I like that they have a website which makes it perfectly clear.
And it's a nice website.
I mean, if you actually go to some of these other kind of off-brands, you will never find a word on them on the internet.
Do you want to hear some of their category of products?
I would love to.
Potato side dishes, rice side dishes,
Okay.
skillet side dishes,
Seems really side dish focused.
dips, dressings, and soups.
All right.
Pasta side dishes.
Okay.
Sauces.
Yep.
Baking needs.
Ooh.
Stuffings.
Okay.
Gravies and seasonings.
Very good.
Breadcrumbs and coatings.
Simply wonderful.
Premium items.
Can we get more information about the premium products? And their website is mobile friendly if any of you want to visit it on your phone.
The Karlin Foods website. With our premium items, you can meet any need your customer may have. And then there's subcategories of the premiums.
Okay.
Would you like to hear those?
I would love to.
Cheddar bacon mashed potatoes. Herbes de Provence.
Oh my.
Oui.
Oui.
Tuscan Parmesan sliced potatoes. Rosemary herb sliced potatoes.
Okay.
Whole wheat turkey stuffing mix.
Ooh.
Sun-dried tomato and Italian herbs mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes.
Pillowy mounds of mashed potatoes. And Southwest Chipotle mashed potatoes. It's mostly mashed potatoes.
What about their baking needs? I want to know more about those.
So they have a picture of like powdered sugar sort of raining down on some muffins. Our high quality baking ingredients offer the perfect alternative to the national brand. They sell baking soda.
Oh, that's good.
Complete buttermilk pancake mix.
Excellent.
Baking powder.
Yep.
Bacon flavored chips. Corn starch.
Okay.
Complete original pancake mix.
All right, sounds good.
And that is all.
Well, I also wonder if they would be the kind of place you'd go to if you wanted your own store brand. Like we could go to them and say, we want to make a Junt Mac.
And they're like, sure. Chef Karlin offers all of the best ingredients.
Yeah.
We're like, save us. We read the website.
We read the website. Oh, then you know all about our wonderful baking soda and gravies. I would love to like have a sit down with them, an interview, and talk about it, have them on camera. I think it would be just the greatest
Sure.
thing.
I hope we like their Mac.
The branding, though, is not that smart. The website's so full of panache.
This might just be their base.
Yeah.
And then if you're a store, you could say, all right, now I want it all branded up with our store.
Yeah.
It's the same Mac. And this is why, remember our old theory about like, hey, I think we might be trying the same Macs over and over and over
Yes.
again? How would you ever know that, for instance, Chef Karlin made the Macs for this store, and this store.
Yeah, I want to find it. I want to go on a tour of the factory.
Yeah, insist on a tour. Or we could show up with mustaches.
You say that we're Chef Karlin here for...
I'm Chef Karlin, and I'm Chef Karlin, and we'd like a tour of the store. Oh, right this way, Mr. Collins.
This a little stir, sir?
It doesn't look bad. Remember when we did an episode a couple of weeks back about milk and butter substitutes?
Yes.
We failed to mention that you only use water in an Easy Mac.
Yeah, that's right. This looks like a solid microwave Easy Mac. It's got some creaminess to it. Has a nice scent even.
Look, you don't get to tell delicious, safe, and perfect for your store unless it's somewhat adequate.
All right, Frankie, we're gonna try this one now.
The noodles are real small, kind of like an Easy Mac.
Tenderoni. It's Easy Mac.
Is it a bit worse than Easy Mac?
No. I think you just haven't had Easy Mac in a while.
It's got like no salt on it.
I think it's actually a bit better than Easy Mac.
I'm not in love with the cheese flavor at all.
I think for once you're being a little too harsh on it. It has that same watery kind of texture that all Easy Macs have, right?
Has Easy Mac ruined mac and cheese to some degree?
I think the era of Easy Mac has ended. If you don't have yourself a Rapid Mac, you're a fool because you can get the full Mac experience, not have to deal with this kind of just barely adequate stuff. I think if we had Kraft Easy Mac side by side, we'd say it's actually very similar or a little worse.
I'll say something complimentary.
Yeah.
A lot of times with the Easy Macs, I find that the powder doesn't ever quite mix in.
Yes.
So it's sort of powdery around the edges.
This is not the case.
It's smoothed right out.
Yep, it's mediocre.
Mediocre on a curve. Top of the special ed class. A special Olympian.
The Special Olympian? That's probably offensive.
I'm offended. Remember when Easy Mac was trying to get its footing for what kind of packaging to put around it?
They went all kinds of different ways.
Like it didn't, now it seems that they've settled on the cup.
If you remember, I used to keep a little weird kitchen in my old room upstairs. I had the water cooler, I had the microwave, and I always had Easy Mac right there.
At the time, it seemed like the thing to do. We'd watch a movie, make some Easy Mac, and we would always make two per person.
Yeah, because you can't just do one. Though this does look double-sized. This would have been fine.
And we threw Velveeta singles on them.
Did we? I don't remember that. Because I had a fridge down below, and you could keep a Velveeta single. If only I'd had a Rapid Mac then, life would have been better.
How are you, John?
Oh, I'm great, Frankie.
Well, I've got AIDS, but other than that, I'm okay. That is from Mr. Belvedere.
What?
There is an episode of Mr. Belvedere. He brings his kid home, and they're like, "How are you doing, Tommy?" And he's like, "Well, I have AIDS, but other than that, I'm fine." And I think they thought it was funny. I wish I knew the context of the episode. It must make more sense if you watch the whole show.
That sounds like somebody attempted to make a very special episode.
Yeah, but like the canned audience laughs.
Oh my God, it's kind of rough.
Yeah, that was in the thick of the AIDS craze.
It's great.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Danny.
Is Wesley here?
Yes, come on in. Everyone, you remember Wesley's friend, Danny?
Oh, hi, Danny. Hi, Mrs. Owens, Mr. Owens.
Hiya, champ. How's it going?
Well, I got AIDS, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Well, I got AIDS, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
That's concerning. They canned laughter. They didn't use the big raucous.
No.
They used like the mid joke.
Yeah, like just the any joke.
Yeah, like here's a joke. I bet somebody sat in an editing room and there wasn't supposed to be canned laughter and it played so strange. They're like,
Throw it in.
Well, I got AIDS, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
The way that the other cast members react is like, ugh. Which is also an inappropriate way to act if a child is like, I have AIDS. You should be like, let's talk. Or, yeah, I don't know. You should. I guess you do. Anyway.
that's like a situation a parent never wants to be in. Like, oh, your friend comes over and they say they have AIDS. Oh.
Maybe it's not true? It would appear that Wesley's friend Danny is taking the piss.
Taking the piss.
Wesley's friend Danny claims to have had the AIDS. Except I believe he's taking the piss.
I don't believe it, madam.
I think we ought to give the poor boy the ass.
Check those noodles, Frankie. Sample a noodle.
I could really use a noodle sampler. Because this is just, it always, a little hot water pools, and then I can't quite get it. I'd say this is probably 45 seconds from completion.
What can we talk about in 45 seconds, Frankie?
Well, I have AIDS, but other than that,
Insert slight canned laughter here.
oh, well, we were going to talk about the,
Oh yeah, the hat.
many episodes ago at this point. We said, hey, come up with a contest, and we'll give you the old hat.
At some point, Frankie, we should have a contest to give away the old hat.
This is from Joseph Earp. The competition could be based on the wealth of BoxMac songs. Person to record the best cover, a cappella or otherwise, of a song written for BoxMac wins the hat. I like that very much.
That's really cool, but it's
high concept.
High concept. Not many people are going to enter though.
I think Junt should flood his home and have viewers come to do battle on small ships in his living room for the glory of the hat. Losers are forced to eat Loretta in shame.
That's wonderful. I don't want to flood my house though.
Old hat eulogy contest. That's from Alan Smithy. The idea would be that you have to write a eulogy for the old hat. And for John.
Yes, you told me about this one before the show, and I think it's fantastic.
BoxMac beatbox competition is clearly the way to go. That's from Mike B. The hat competition could be whoever sends in the best mac you have not yet tried.
Ooh, that's kind of fun too, right?
The contest should be one of those guess the number of jelly beans in the jar things, but with macaroni from a 3-cheese box. That's from Eric Kalita.
A little too easy. Because you could just go get a box of 3 cheese.
And how do we know how many are in there?
Yeah, we'll have to count them.
Contest for hat should be random drawing. To enter, we must like, comment, and be subscribed. That's from Sean Porter.
Wow, that sounds like a real on-point message.
Marketing type thing. For the coveted Junt hat, this is from Bradley Davis. The stakes should be a red cow scavenger hunt. 10 obscure clues, questions to test our red cow know-how. Thus requiring us to go back through the BoxMac Junt carts and specials to find the answers. How's that for a slice of fried gold? That does sound quite fun, except I know the people who would win it.
There's like 9 fans at most who are that kind of into us that they would do it.
The contest should be about coming up with a good contest. Contest idea, a bit of trivia. When was the first time Mr. Melly was mentioned and impersonated in Red Cow content? The answer is in the whatever How Are We, where we told the story of the red chair. It would be somewhere in the 40s if I...
Wow, look at you. You could win the contest.
I think the contest should involve creating a new noodle and, of course, naming the noodle. So the top ideas include the noodle naming, the song covering, and the eulogy. And I think the eulogy wins.
I like the eulogy because it's easy to do in an afternoon. Lots of people can enter. Lots of people can get involved.
Submit either via a comment in any video. Or email boxmac@redcowentertainment.com. An artfully, creatively written eulogy for John's old hat.
And then you could win that hat. It will be delivered direct to you.
We're looking for something high quality. Like, remember that Night Before Christmas poem that Nina wrote?
Yes, that was great.
Something like that quality.
Yes, something we can all enjoy and read on the air. I sense a high tang in the air. Classic first. So much tang in it that it's offensive.
Well, I got 8, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.
Kind of plasticky.
Yep. Not very creamy.
So much for your website, Chef Karlin Foods.
All right, let's try this one. It's the same cheese.
It's the same cheese. The pasta's fine.
It's sour.
I don't think it's the worst thing ever. There are ways to spice this up. Let me suggest one for you.
Right.
You cut up a hot dog in one of these, and then you get a hot dog flavor going.
I could cut up a hot dog in a nice box of that guaranteed value from Stop and Shop. Yeah, the pasta's a little crappier on that, but the cheese was so much better. It's probably among the worst deluxes I think we've had.
Yeah.
It is not past date. So overall,
lame.
all 3 of these were not great.
They had AIDS, but other than that, they're okay.
They're okay.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Danny.
Is Wesley here?
Yes, come on in.
Hiya, champ. How's it going?
Well, I got 8, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good.